It's 11 p.m. The TV's on, but I'm not really watching it anymore. And Mitzi is staring at me, not glancing, not checking in, staring. Full eye contact, completely still for what feels like minutes. I look away. I look back. She's still doing it. And for months, I'll be honest with you, that freaked me out a little. Because here's the thing nobody tells you about cats. In almost every other corner of the animal kingdom, direct, unbroken eye contact means exactly one thing: a threat, a predator sizing you up. So when your own cat does it, in your living room, lights low, 11 p.m., some old, irrational part of your brain quietly goes, should I be worried about this? So I looked it up, and it turns out her stare isn't one thing, it's three, and only one of them is what you think it is. Let's start with the one that actually does mean kind of what you're afraid it means: the locked, unblinking stare. No softness, no slow blink, just two eyes, fixed on you, dead still. One night, Mitzi locked onto me like that and didn't blink for what felt like a full minute. I genuinely said out loud, "What are you doing?" This is the one that gets posted on Reddit at 2 a.m. captioned, "Is my cat about to kill me?" And I get it. It looks identical to a predator locking onto something it's about to chase, because mechanically it kind of is. Cats are ambush hunters. Their whole visual system is built to catch the tiniest twitch of movement and lock on instantly. But that stare isn't her deciding whether to attack you. It's her brain running a scan, reading your body, your micro movements, predicting what you'll do next. The same way it'd track a bird outside the window. You're not prey. You're just the most interesting moving object in the room. And her instincts don't fully know the difference between interesting and huntable. It's not aggression, it's attention. Attention just wearing a slightly terrifying face. And here's the thing, that one's actually the rarest of the three. The stare you're getting almost every single night is something else completely. And it's the one people get the most wrong. This is the stare you get constantly, and it looks like nothing. Like she's just there, lazy, half asleep. She's not. She's running a background process on you. And once you see it, you genuinely can't unsee it. The soft, half-lidded gaze, eyes relaxed, blinking normally, watching you from a distance with no urgency. This is the one Mitzi does most, and for the longest time I lumped it in with the scary one, because, well, it's still a stare, but the face is completely different, and that's the tell. A relaxed cat's eyes soften at the edges, the whiskers drift slightly forward, the ears sit neutral instead of locked. A predator's face never does that. So here's what's actually going on behind that look. A 2019 Oregon State University study, run by researcher Kristen Vitale, tested cats using the same attachment framework psychologists use on human infants. Around 65% of cats showed secure attachment to their owner. In plain terms, bonded cats keep track of where their person is all day, not out of suspicion, but because being near you, knowing where you are, is the definition of safety to her nervous system. So when Mitzi watches me from across the room, she's not bored, she's not plotting, she's keeping tabs. The same quiet way you'd glance over at someone you love doing something totally unremarkable just because you like knowing they're there. That already reframes a lot. But the third stare, the one most people have felt and never clocked as separate, is the big one. Quick thing before the last one: if you're the kind of person who actually wants to understand what's going on in your cat's head, that's the entire reason this channel exists. Hit subscribe and stick around. Okay, the slow blink. If you've been here a while, you've heard me mention the slow blink, but almost nobody knows it's not really a gesture. It's a stare with an ending. And that ending is the whole point. It starts exactly like the soft gaze. Eyes on you, relaxed. But then, deliberately, slowly, she closes her eyes and holds them shut, a beat longer than a normal blink, then opens them again. That pause is the entire message. Closing your eyes in front of another creature is biologically an act of total exposure. You can't see threats with your eyes shut. In the wild, doing that in front of the wrong animal gets you killed. So when a cat holds your gaze and chooses to close her eyes in front of you, she's doing the single most vulnerable thing in her entire behavioral vocabulary, on purpose. while looking right at you. It's the closest thing a cat has to saying the words, "I trust you completely" out loud. And here's the part most owners never try. You can answer back. Like that. Hold her gaze, soften your eyes, blink slow. Right now, if your cat's anywhere near you, pause this and try it. Most cats will either blink straight back or just visibly relax, like something in the conversation finally landed. So, three stares, one set of eyes. The locked one is instinct, the soft one is safety, the slow blink is love. And I think about that 11 p.m. staring contest completely differently now. Mitzi was never sizing me up. Most nights she's just doing the second thing, checking I'm still there, still hers, still safe to relax around. And every so often when I catch her eye and she gives me that slow, deliberate blink before she looks away, that's not nothing. That's the whole relationship, compressed into about 2 seconds. So tell me, which one have you been getting? The locked hunter stare that low-key creeps you out? The soft watch from across the room gaze? Or have you caught the slow blink and only just now realized what it meant? Drop it in the comments. I genuinely want to know which one's been happening in your house this whole time. Next week, why your cat follows you into every room, yes, including the bathroom, and the science behind it says more about how she sees you than you'd think. See you in the next one.